What's up, General? You hear me okay? What's up, Scott? What's up, StreamYard? Oh, look, StreamYard even stopped by to see me tonight. Chandler, Dwayne, what's going on? Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. Hope Santa stuck his fat ass down your chimney and brought you something good. What's up, Anti-Snowbird? Let's see. What'd you get, Chandler, Snowbird, Holman? You got, is that a new first name there, Holman? For some reason, what's up, Cody? What you guys, what did your loved one, your daughter, your dad, your mom, your friend, your significant other, your enemy, who got you what today? And, you know, we all were given one pretty daggone important gift today. That little gift called life, you know, where we woke up today. Pretty good gift, I'd say, from the big guy. A Tennessee lunchbox. Does it have a thermos in it, Chandler? My compadre, what's up, Sam, should be joining me here directly, as they say in these here parts. There he is. What's going on, compadre Carter?
Oh man, nothing much, just stuffed.
Enjoying the spoils.
Oh yeah, enjoying the food. What are you talking about?
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, we had China buffet.
Oh, cool.
Brown got 2 Alabama shirts and an Alabama hoodie. Who in the hell did you piss off? He had to make somebody mad, didn't he?
Who got the Alabama stuff?
Uh, Scott Brown. Obviously, he must be a Bama fan, or an Auburn. He could be an Auburn fan looking to maybe change over to convert.
I don't know why Auburn won this year.
Yeah, that's a good point. What's up, Buck?
Give me 1 second, Keith. I'm gonna tell my nephew and sister bye.
Yeah, take your time. Hope the Betsy boys had a good Christmas today. I know what you guys got for Christmas a couple weeks early. Hello, Megan. Them Betsy boys, they're holding our state championship trophy for a year and keeping it all polished up and clean for us. So when we come take it back next year, it'll be good and clean and ready to go. What's up, JT? Back at you. Merry Christmas.
This is so good, Daddy. How'd she make this?
I don't know.
You need to ask.
No way. Are you serious, Chandler? My daughter got me a couple of shirts and some bath stuff, and I got the best gift of all, though, the gift of life. Well, I haven't heard that yet, Chandler.
Heard what?
That would suck. He said that Alcoa has moved up to 4A.
Bad news for Greenville.
Bad news for everybody. Haven't heard that. I thought there was a certain time of year that they do that kind of stuff. Wait a minute, you got Michigan football betting Alabama.
Can I use the bathrooms?
Christ. That's what I'm thinking, Buck. I think Chandler might be trying to pull the wool over our eyes here. That's pretty important news. I mean, I wouldn't blame Alcoa a bit for stepping up, challenging themselves.
Be a lot of happy 3A teams if that is true.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of happy 3A teams and a lot of concerned 4A teams.
Yeah.
Hey, I welcome the challenge. Only got to beat them once. That's something for some other people to talk about some other time when it becomes official. So tell me about this 20,000 seat ridiculous monstrosity that's going up in Milan.
Man, all I know is I heard about some of the donation money, and then I saw something about it in the paper. Then on WBBJ, which is a local news channel, they showed like a blueprint of what it's supposed to look like. It's going to be pretty damn out of this world for this neck of the woods, that's for sure.
Oh, shit, for anywhere in this state.
I don't know why they're going to make it so darn big. I mean, because they definitely need to make it bigger. I've always said that, because the problem with Milan is, it's hard to find a seat, and then everyone's just pushed up against the fence line all the way around.
Yeah.
It has always been like kind of ridiculous. And so, I mean, they definitely needed, I wouldn't say they needed an upgrade, but I mean, I guess.
What did the old one seat?
I can't, I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Looked like maybe 5 or something like that.
Maybe on both sides, maybe, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Merry Christmas to all the new people that just got here. Hope you guys had a good one. Still got a few hours left.
Yeah. Like I said, I kept me 2 little pieces of it.
That's what I thought that was they showed me.
Yeah, one of them was purple, one of them was white.
Oh, I didn't see the purple part. The one you sent me looked kind of like the state of Louisiana. I don't know if you noticed
there was 2 pieces.
Kind of looked like a boot.
Hold on, I got my camera on, I think. Still got my Santa Claus hat on. Tennessee Santa Claus hat, by the way.
You guys don't know what we're talking about. Carter's a Milan. He's a Milan guy. Well, you graduated from McKenzie, though, didn't you? Or is it the other way around? Yeah, anyway, he went to Milan, played football there, and they're tearing down their football stadium and throwing up this 20,000 seat monster. I wonder who it'll be named after. Probably, I'm sure there'll be a corporate name on it.
Well, I imagine with Avery donating so much money, they ought to put his name on it.
Yeah. Williamson something stadium at so-and-so field. Sam, I don't really care if Alcoa moves up to 4A. Obviously, that would present a lot of challenges for everybody else in 4A. But, I mean, if your coach and your team's worth a shit at all, you welcome that challenge. I mean, I'm not personally scared of Alcoa. We beat them once. We can do it again. We're 1-1 against them in my lifetime, so there you go.
When's the last time they played each other?
It's been a while. 2010, maybe 11, somewhere around in there.
Right.
Somewhere in that neighborhood. 2012, Chandler said. How do you remember that, Chandler? You got a good memory. I don't know if he will understand that, Buck. Buck said to change your name to Garter.
Yeah, I had to explain.
I don't know if I can even explain it, to be honest. General, I don't think, Carter can read the comments. I don't think he gives a shit that Riverdale sucks.
Tell General, did Rockville even win a game?
Who?
Rockville, the school he goes to. Have they even started playing football yet? I think they have.
I've never even heard of them.
It's a new high school in Murfreesboro. It'll be what? Let's see. There's Riverdale, Blackman, Oakland, Siegel. It'll be the fifth 6A school in Murfreesboro now.
Wow. That would, I'm sure they'll be good soon. All them new schools down in there. Look at Nolensville. They were brand new 4 years ago and made it all the way to the semifinals this year. That whole area is just experiencing a population explosion.
Hey, BVD. You should tell General that math is more important than English.
Hey, General, math is more important than English.
And he believes that.
Well, we should ask Alabama fans what they think. If you're an Alabama fan, which do you think is more important, math or English? Apparently, they can't count because they think they got 17 national championships. And they really only got, how many have they really got, Carter?
They got, what, 17? According to them, they've got 17, okay?
Right.
The NCAA only, like I think they said they've got 12.
Dwayne says 14. Dwayne RTR says 14.
Okay, well, they got 14, according to NCAA, which is still, more than anyone else. So
I got to be careful what I say here, but Dwayne actually sounds like an Alabama fan with some sense. What's up, Christopher? Merry Christmas back at you.
Yeah.
Kayla Sam Bell said Merry Christmas.
Whoever that is.
She said thank you, Sam. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Where does he live?
He lives in Greenville. Doesn't matter where he lives. English. Okay, here we go. Is this going to be our topic of argument tonight? English and math are equally important. They have to coexist. One cannot exist and the other not. They both have to exist for either to exist. Okay,
No,
that was a
not
mouthful.
true.
I disagree, but
Yeah, I do too. Like the whole caveman thing. Before cavemen could speak, if they could count rocks. I mean,
Yep, that's fact. Well, some of them could.
Yeah.
I guess. I considered that, Buck, but I'm going to at the how do I say this? I'm going to pass tonight. Oh, I'll let that one slide in there, Vegan. We generally don't talk politics on here, but I guess that comment can be fine. Aaron Ross in the house. Merry Christmas to you. If you guys were in here last night, Uncle Lou was in here. And I would imagine if he sees the notification, he'll probably pop in here at some point tonight. Uncle Lou asked me if I could commit to being up at 8 a.m. if I would like to join him in his morning show. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to do that. We had a lot of fun the first time we did that together. People seemed to love it. We talked for, I don't know if you were there that day, Carter, if you listened to the playback. Man, we were on there for an hour and a half probably. And I really don't think we talked much football at all, if any. And it's just certainly the time of year to do that. I know he looks for stuff to do in the off season, and I'm always looking for something to talk to besides football, besides sports, period. Leroy wasn't I guess Rudolph wasn't one of Santa's reindeer either.
I wasn't at first.
Yeah, he got kicked out of all the reindeer games, didn't he? That was kind of jacked up too, how they did Rudolph.
Yeah, just because he had a red nose.
Yeah, That's why I feel like Rudolph. I would have gotten kicked out of them too. If you were one of his reindeer, which one would you be?
I mean,
I know
Donner.
I know which one you would be if you were one of Snow White's 7 dwarfs. But you know,
Oh, horny. Yeah.
that was the secret, not secret. God bless, I can't think anymore, man. Dwarf. That was the illegitimate step dwarf. Let's see. General and Carter are going to have a.
Yes, it makes a noise. It does.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, if a tree falls in the forest with nobody around to hear it, will it make a sound? Well, if it falls and never hits the ground, it might not. But even then, it's probably going to make a sound because the leaves are going to rustle and all the little squirrels and chipmunks are going to be screaming, getting the hell out of the way. So, yeah, some noise will be made. You know what? Since we're talking about stupid shit like this, I argued with my goddaughter years ago, and I've argued with plenty of people about this, about color and about blood. If every artist, I think, and maybe every scientist will tell you that color has to have light to exist. Okay, fair enough. Everything has to have light for you to see it, right? So when you turn the light off, does red no longer, does red cease to be red? Does green cease to be green? There are some people that will tell you yes. When you turn the light off, the red is not red. Bullshit. It's still red. You just can't see it. Anybody got a thought on that? You got a thought on that,
If I got
General or Carter?
if I got a red crayon in my hand, I'm in my, I'm in a lit up room, and I know it's red in my hand. You cut that damn light out, and there's no light at all, and I can't see nothing. I know that I still got a red crayon, and if I take that red crayon and I got just a blank canvas, even though I can't see it, but I can touch it, I can make a bunch of squiggly lines. Guess what? That sumbitch is gonna be red.
Yep. You turn that light on, it's going to be red. And the
Yep.
reason I brought up blood is people will argue that your blood is blue until the air
I've
hits
heard
it.
it's green.
It's bullshit. It's red. Blood is red no matter whether it's got air or not. Well, see, your blood's blue until the air hits it. Okay, explain this one. Stick a needle in your arm and suck some blood out of it into a clear tube with no air in it. What color is it?
It's red.
It's red. Thank you.
Dark red, but red.
Yeah, some's darker than the others. Some are darker than others. Thank you, General and Carter, for heading us down this path of discussion tonight. See, we can always get into some crazy shit in here. Doesn't have to always be sports. Yeah, there you go, Billy. Take a tube of red lipstick and mark your face with it in the dark, then turn the light on. Well, he said turn the effing light on.
See, General knows if Catfish was to come in here, he'd be done for.
He'd line him up on all that stuff, wouldn't he?
He did the other night.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I talked to Catfish briefly earlier. Well, I texted him, tried to call him, but didn't get an answer. I don't know if he's home or not. Hopefully he's home. But he said he's usually not home on Christmas, which is sad in its own right. But okay, General, I'll bite. In the comments, go ahead and tell us why English is more important than math.
Or
What
no,
if you
he's
don't?
saying now that they have to coexist.
Oh, well, I guess. I mean, but not really. What if you don't
Or
speak English?
No, the first thing he said in the phone call, he said, you have to have English to have math, which is totally not true. You don't have to have English to do math. Not at all. Just like with the whole caveman thing.
Yeah. Or fucking Egyptians. They didn't speak English. Did they?
No.
I bet you they could tell you how many blocks was in that pyramid when it got done. Boy, there's another discussion, huh? The pyramids.
Yeah.
Anyone going to the Tennessee game Saturday? I'm not. I'd like to. That'd be a good one to go to.
Against what, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's where I'd like to go, Buck, to the Arby's Classic. I've never been. I'd like to go up there and check that out sometime. A lot of really good high school football based shit. I can't talk. Basketball. Yeah, Richard, math is the second, math is the second language for many. I was thinking English. I was going to say, yeah, English is a second language for a lot of people in this country. That's not true, Aaron. That's an intriguing offer, Buck. I might take you up on that. I'll let you know. I'd say a ticket wouldn't be too expensive to that, would it? Tennessee and whiskey.
Goes hand in hand.
What goes hand in hand? Oh, Tennessee and whiskey. Gotcha. Derp, derp. Billy Cole, nickel and $half. You only said one couldn't be a nickel. Brr. Oh, are you guys in the Arby's Classic too, Buck? And if so, what kind of team you guys got this year? Hey, who was it in here last night interested in the old Saban football? Melissa, I think it was. I don't know if
It was
Melissa.
a woman, I think.
I think it was Melissa. I gave her the 329 number and didn't see a text from her. I didn't think I'd have this much trouble getting rid of that thing. Now, I probably wouldn't if I'd put it on eBay or something. Which comment? Well, since when did you develop manners, Billy?
That has to be you.
What?
Belching.
Well, you did too. We both did, actually.
Oh.
Okay, the one you just typed. Read the comment, BBD. There, I read it. Actually, the one I just typed. There, I did. Oh, Lord, that's right, Sam. You're a WWE guy.
What?
Sam's a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Good point, Billy. You are good for something. 32 viewers and only 8 thumbs up. Boy, my Mr. or Mrs. Consistent thumbs down is here. I need to find out who that is. They're always here early, too. I can count on that every time. No ball. Were there any games today, Carter?
NBA?
No, I meant football.
I don't think so.
You know what, Aaron? I did not. I did not sing happy birthday to Jesus.
Happy birthday to you.
Somebody, this might start a conversation that probably I normally wouldn't start on here, but I'll ask you, Carter. This would be if Jesus, if God knows everything, and knows everything we do.
I can already tell you that I'm the wrong person to ask for this.
Knows everything that happens before it happens. Then why do we have to pray? If he already knows.
The wrong person to ask. I don't know.
Well,
the whole thing about it.
I don't think anybody can answer that. But
the whole thing about, it's also the same people say that. They'll tell you, well, you get, BVD. I mean, God puts things in front of your life, like, you kind of make the decision. If he knows what you're going to do, then what's the point of testing you or whatever?
Who's mocking him, Billy? That was a legitimate question. And you know what? You know who I first heard? Morning, Matt. Evening, Matt. Who I first heard ask that question was a preacher's son. I actually heard that from a preacher. He was the one telling me about it. Said his kid came up to him that morning and asked him. I think the exact way he put it was, "Dad, if Jesus is so smart," trying to remember, if Jesus is so smart, how come he doesn't know what we're going to pray for ahead of time, or so something to that effect. That'd be a tough one to answer if you're a preacher, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we could go all kinds of places with that.
I just don't know the answers, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, so I don't have a good answer because I don't know the answer.
and we'll allow or not allow. I can't stop people from talking about whatever they want to, but we can. You guys can talk about that or anything else today since it's his birthday. It's the one day I definitely don't mind talking. I don't mind talking really faith anytime anyway, because I'm intrigued by it. I'm
Right.
intrigued. I know you are. We've talked about this. We're both intrigued by what may or may not happen when we exit Earth. Well, we were talking, I think we were talking something about in a roundabout way this last night on coffins and stuff like that. How stupid it is to spend a lot of money on a nice coffin. It's a lot of money to put out there to throw dirt on it, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I think it's more for like I don't know. I guess it's more for like the funeral part of it, the visitation and
Yeah. Oh,
uh,
yeah. Certainly. It's more for the funeral parlor.
yeah, but I can't even imagine. I don't think I've ever heard someone say, "Man, look at that casket Uncle Freddie's in. That's a nice looking casket right there."
Really, I've heard that a lot actually.
Really?
Yeah, not the Uncle Freddie part, but yeah, actually, we got quite a few comments when when we buried my mom on her coffin, and I've certainly heard people. I went to a funeral one time, and it doesn't matter who it was, but a couple of people were actually talking shit about the man's coffin. Can you believe they put him in that thing? Wow, he don't care.
I'm gonna put you in a kiss coffin. That's what we ought to do.
Yeah. I'd come back to haunt somebody if they buried me in a Florida, Georgia, or Alabama coffin.
They actually have a kiss coffin. It's on their website.
Oh
It's
yeah,
pretty expensive.
oh yeah. I don't know if they. I'm sure they still do, but they used to have collegiate coffins. You can probably get a coffin for anything you want.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, if your money's right and you know the people to do it, I wonder if anybody's ever airbrushed a coffin, like in graffiti or in
Let me ask you this.
tags. Ask me.
I had a friend not that long ago pass away. His name was Michael. And dude, he loved Jameson whiskey. That's not why he died. He didn't die from drinking, driving. He didn't die from liver failure or any kind of alcohol related death. Nothing like that. But he loved Jameson whiskey. And not to the point where he was like an alcoholic, just like Jameson whiskey. So another friend of ours put a bottle in his coffin. And dude, there was some really upset people about that. Do you think that's wrong that he did that, or
I mean, I don't. I
the reason
mean,
he even did it was because he had even said, like, just one of those kind of talks you just when you're out there talking, like saying like, yeah man, when I die I hope somebody puts a bottle of Jameson in my coffin, kind of thing.
yeah.
So I mean,
Well, I can see both arguments. You know, um, stupid? No, it's not stupid. What's up, Michael? Merry Christmas to you. Uh, that's almost an impossible question. There is no right or wrong answer to that. I don't think. If a man says, "Hey, I hope somebody puts this in my coffin," put it in his coffin. What right does anybody else have to say that's not right? That's wrong.
Did you see what General said about the free will thing? He said free will is impossible to exist. If you believe in God, the only form that can exist is predestined. I can't even say that word.
Predestined?
Predestination, yeah. I try not to talk about this stuff except with catfish, but it's just common sense. According to General.
Oh yeah, so I saw the I try not to talk about this stuff except with catfish. And the other comment right about free will is impossible to exist. If you believe in God, the only form that can exist is predestined. I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna read it again. The free will part. Free will is impossible to exist.
That's funny, Scooter. I think that's funny.
Not saying I disagree, General, but why is it? Oh my! Why is it impossible?
Yeah, I'll let you guys hash that one out.
No, I'm not saying I disagree.
Right.
I'd like to know his reasoning.
And Billy, I'm just now getting to it, but several comments back, Billy Cole asked who were the first two people on Earth.
Well,
That's
according
an
to the
interesting
Bible,
one.
it's wasn't it Adam and Eve?
Yeah, I don't know. That was my pet rooster, Sam, making that noise.
It's me.
Billy Cole, the General is quite young. I will say that. I don't know if he wants his age being thrown around here, but he's quite young.
I heard that.
Heard what?
Call me a rooster.
What's up, Kuno? No, that wasn't me, Sam. That was my daughter. My lovely, sweetheart, darling, dear daughter.
Oh, okay. General responds, because it is impossible for God to be wrong. He knows everything before it happens. You don't have a choice, because if you don't pick the choice God knows will happen, it would make God wrong.
I guess. I guess, General, that depends strictly on what you believe and what you don't believe.
Right.
Because there's a boatload of people, or should I say an ark-load of people, that don't believe in God or any of it.
Tennessee Vols fan says, well, that makes me feel better about all the bad choices I've made in life.
And all the ones you're going to make, Vols fan.
Vegan Suck says you are in dire need of course and logic, General.
In dire need of a course in logic. Okay, Scott Brown says free will, the ability to choose. Self-will, driven by the self. And God's will, what he would have us do. And that's as deep as I wish to go. Okay, that's cool. Be hard to argue with any of that.
Yeah.
Here's one. So does God really give a shit who wins a football game? Does God really care if your boy just scored a touchdown? And does God really care if when your boy does score a touchdown that he points up at the heavens at him? I would answer that by saying, unless he's a Tennessee player, no. No, I don't think so either. And I'm pretty sure, well, I can't say I'm pretty sure about anything. I would like to believe that God doesn't read Facebook either.
Yeah. Overanalyzing it God can't be wrong, and He knows everything. Therefore, you don't have a choice. Period.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I might stick my foot right in it here.
Okay.
I get kind of not mad, not upset. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
I mean, why? It seems like everyone else is.
Well, okay. I was gonna say this is, I'm sure, wrong of me to say, but it seems like nowadays there is more people, more athletes. Everything they do, no matter what it is they do, the first thing they say is, "I want to give God all the glory." Nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. To me, it just kind of goes back to, I don't think God gives a shit who just won the Super Bowl, or how many touchdowns Tom Brady threw for, or how many pick sixes Tom Brady threw, or you know, I just. But I do know there's a ton of people in this world that truly believe everything. I mean, every single thing they do uh, was predetermined by God. God knew it was going to happen before they did it. God knows how many hairs are on our head. God knows how many hairs we have on each arm. That's the kind of stuff, to me, honestly, that just sounds silly. I don't know about you guys. You know, that's true, Kuno. But stand-up comedians can get away with it. Fat, toothless, inbred hillbilly Tennessee fans on YouTube with 31 people watching probably can't get away with it. But we'll pretend I just did. How about that?
Michael Zimmerman says God is a woman.
Yeah, someone else also said God is a lesbian.
Slim Mosley said that.
Slim? Okay. We can get right into some trouble. I guess that really, honestly, it goes back to how much of it you believe.
Yeah.
Does a person that's an atheist that don't believe any of that, is he going to be in trouble for saying some of the things they say? Does it boil down to what you believe? I don't know. These are all a bunch of questions I think a lot of us would love to know the answer to. I asked, we had one of these kind of conversations the other night, my roommate and I, and I asked him, you guys think about this one, then answer it. Hypothetical, of course, but if you could either look forward into a crystal ball and see what day and how you're going to die, or go back 30 years, assuming you're over 30 years, and start over, not knowing anything that's going to happen, which would you choose? Now, on the surface, that seems like an easy question. Well, hell, send me 30 years back. That's a no-brainer. But there's a lot to be said also for knowing when and how you're going to die.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, what could change? I mean, if you've got, like in your case, you may never have Kayla.
If I go back?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've got an answer for that one all the time anyway, because people say that all the time. Well, if you could go back and do things over, you may not have had your kid, or you may not have had this, or you may not have. If you never had your kid, you wouldn't know what you're missing anyway. So, I mean, there's a billion ways to look at everything. And most people are going to say they'd rather go back and start over. But my thinking on that was, I can see that. I certainly would love to be able to go back and start over and do things different. But who knows whether you do things differently or not? And B, it could be worse. And C, if you choose to look forward and see when and how you're going to die, maybe you could change things. Maybe you would do things differently. It would, you could map out the rest of your life. There's a lot of people that would love to know when they're going to leave. But then there's a lot of us too that don't want to know. I'm not sure I don't know where I stand on that one. On the whole knowing when you're going to go thing. No answer, no thoughts, Carter. You still, Carter? What happened to you? Oh, he either got booted or something. We'll see. So, what do you guys think? I mean, obviously the shit's hypothetical, and it doesn't really matter what answer you give because it's not going to happen anyway. And like Sam says, Sam doesn't want to know. I understand a lot of people don't want to know.
Somebody tried to call me and it knocked me off.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you heard the question. Where do you stand, do you think?
On what?
On, would you rather look forward or go back?
I'd rather look forward.
So you'd rather know when it's going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I wouldn't want to change. I mean, yeah, there's things everyone I think would like to change, but there's things I would be too afraid to change any things because to me and everything, man, I've had the good outweighs the bad. The positive always outweighs the negative. You put me in a situation, I feel like I can always try to find a positive. Maybe not always, but at least so far in my life. And I wouldn't want anything to change. I mean, as far as like some things, yes, but what if the things that I really care about changed? I wouldn't want that.
Completely and randomly, out of middle of nowhere, Matt Griffith offers, I got a shotgun for Christmas. I'm stoked. I love that. Well, congratulations, Matt. Just don't shoot anybody with it.
Yeah. There was one last thing I think I saw where General put I was going to read. Just to add to his argument. Well, if I can find it, it's kind of way back. Never mind, I can't find it. Okay, 2 possible solutions. A, God doesn't know everything. B, predestination exists. Christians can come up with whatever helps them sleep at night, but that's just logic.
Trips, I might give it out here in a little while.
Matt's going to hunt squirrels, or he's going to kill squirrels and deer. With a shotgun, you're going to kill a deer?
You're going to have to be standing pretty close, aren't you?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, we can get away from this.
Yeah.
Now, we're fortunate we didn't spark any heated arguments in the chats there. What's up, Feltro? Good evening. Buckshot. So, the old good topic you can always go back to, especially on Christmas, movies. Anybody watch any interesting movies today? Anybody watch any new movies today? Anybody do like me and my daughter and my roommate and eat Chinese buffet today?
I'm sure everybody, at least for a minute, saw a little bit of a Ralphie or a Christmas Story. It's on 24 freaking hours.
Yep. Definitely. That's one you got to watch at least a few minutes of. Prancer, kind of oddly, I was talking to my daughter about that movie last night. It came on. And that's a movie But way back in Kayla's early days when I was a loser, um, troll, shut up, and didn't have cable and was lucky to have a TV at all. Had the old VCR. I had a few movies that we ended up watching over and over and over, and one of them was Prancer. And I just thought that was. I shouldn't be surprised that that movie came on last night, it being Christmas and all. But has anybody seen that movie? A pretty old movie with Sam Elliott. Uh, they have Mongolian Grill. What is that, Brian? They had something Mongolian there. Aaron insists that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. What do you think, Carter?
Absolutely.
Okay. Claws. I haven't seen that, Kuno. I've never heard canned biscuits called Wonk biscuits either. Have you ever heard that, Carter?
No.
Oh, okay. You put raw stuff in a bowl and they cook it for you. Interesting. Never seen It's a Wonderful Life, JT. I've never seen that one. I've never seen a lot of the Christmas
What?
classics. Yeah. Yep. Is that a black and white movie?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's one reason I've never seen it.
You ain't a fan of the black and whites?
No, not so much. I can't understand black and white movies. I can't understand what they're saying.
That's pretty funny.
Time to shame BBD. Okay, go for it, Kuno.
And how's he going to do that?
Oh, there's many ways that can be done. That's what I've heard, Aaron. So is Gone with the Wind. Never seen it. What the hell is that damn movie? I even recorded this movie last night because I've never seen it before. Shit. I'm too lazy to get up and go hit the DVR and look and see.
Is it Christmas related?
Yeah, oh, it's a Christmas classic. Name some of them.
Die Hard, of course. Hey, I don't care what you say. It's a Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way. Christmas with the Cranks. Santa Claus.
Okay, someone in the comments name some of the classic Christmas movies. The old ones.
Home Alone.
Beyond 1970. There it is. Miracle on 34th Street. Good job, Billy.
Yeah.
Elf. Hey, that's a great one, vegans. Everybody needs to tune into that. It's a long snapper Christmas. That will be an instant classic. No, Scooter, you didn't get blocked. I don't think I missed a super chat. Oh, I did miss a super chat. Damn, you're right. Sorry about that, Scooter. And God shineth down, said, for I am an LSU fan. Any infidel that chooseth to go against LSU shall die by my too many corn dogs. Nice. Death by corn dog. Well, you know, in the South, that probably happens more than people realize. Death by corn dog. What were you going to say, Carter? You started out with so.
The way it was spoken about the sounds like are LSU fans is that like the LSU Quran or something?
Could be. The corn dog Ron.
There you go.
Oni Kuno said he's eating corn dogs for lunch come Saturday. Chicken on a stick. That's not a corn dog, though, Scooter. That's a Orgeron dog. Scott Brown, thanks for the $5 super chat. If I change my username, will my wrench go away? Probably, but I mean, that's an easy fix. Probably, but that's an easy fix. Hey, if you missed it last night, it was wrenches for everyone.
Was that your Christmas gift to all your viewers?
That was my Christmas gift to all of my loyal live stream viewers. Oh, three thumbs down tonight. That's what happens when you talk about religion and stuff like that. Can you imagine where the thumbs down would go if we started talking about the big A? Let's see,
You mean the big P?
No, the big A.
Politics.
Nope, the big A. Rhymes with coercion.
Oh, yeah. Like that movie Knocked Up where he said...
Vegans, I was actually just looking at your name here. I was just looking at Vegan's name as for who I was going to throw a wrench at tonight. I was going to pull a Zoe on you and say anybody that doesn't have a wrench that donates $50 gets a wrench and a hammer. There. I've seen vegans in here enough that I feel fairly comfortable. I give everybody a fucking wrench. I don't care. You can take them away too, you know. Carter, you got a wrench, don't you?
Yeah, I have one.
I'm a little surprised that my boy Blake is not in here tonight. He was we were in Camel Toe's live stream last night, and Toad was writing a song, and I was just joking, but I said, somebody give me a narrative, I'll write you a song in 5 minutes. And Blake kept giving me all this stuff like America and love and all this shit that, you know, that I could care less about. Not that I could care less about America, but that I could care less about. I wanted something funny, you know, to see if I could throw it out there for him. So he finally, I was getting ready to leave and said, tell him, look, just give it to me tomorrow. We'll try it tomorrow during the stream. And he threw Constipation out there. Of all things, Carter, that he could have given me to write a song about.
Yep.
He gave me Constipation. Little did he know.
You're the Constipation King.
Well, I might be the only dumbass to ever have a live chat where, what the hell was that night? It had something to do with constipation. I can't remember anyway. Still waiting on Blake to record it. Here's Flint. What's up, Flinterus? Blue Devilus? Yes, you are Wrenchus Emeritus. You're part of the wrench fraternity known as Phi Wrenchus Phi. Harold, Billy has made that part of his everyday existence now. In fact, I think when Billy wakes up every day, the first thing he does is get down on his knees and thank the Lord above that Tennessee signed a long snapper for the next 4 years. What's up, Michael? Think about this, Carter. Billy thinks that there's 40 different kids on a football team that could be a long snapper. Do you agree or disagree with that? You can think about it before you answer it if you want to, or you can just blurt it on out there.
I mean, okay. That's tough. I mean, I'm sure there's some long snappers that are better than others, but I definitely, I don't know. That's tough. I mean, what do you look at for a long snapper? Do you look at, is, does it get right into the punter's hands the right way every time? Or,
That's pretty damn important, isn't it?
well, it is, but I mean,
I would
I
think if
don't know.
everybody could do it, the regular center would be doing it.
Right.
Thank you for the $2 sticker, Captain Trips. That's actually my first ever sticker that I can remember anyway. That's debatable, General, whether it's worth a Scully or not. Maybe a lot of other stuff goes into that. I mean, they're not just throwing all kinds of scholarships out there. They give one away every 4 years. So for the next 3 years, people like Billy won't have to worry about Tennessee giving a scholarship to a long snapper. And yes, I suppose if it had been anybody else on the planet, I wouldn't give two shits about it. But since it just happened to be one of my boys, damn happy for him and damn proud of it. Whisker biscuit. Red snappers are worth a scully, though. Yeah, there you go, Tennessee Vols fan. Try having a bad long snapper. See what that gets you.
I can't say we've had a bad long snapper recently.
Okay, Billy, if you want to get technical about it, Billy says it's not that hard. I'm telling you, 40 people on UT's team could snap the ball. First of all, I say that's wrong because if that was true, they wouldn't give a scholarship away for it. And two, probably all 85 or however many, whatever, everybody on the football field can snap the ball. That's just like saying every man alive can stick his pecker in a woman, but not every man alive is going to do it correctly. Bad analogy, but one that bangs home the point, no pun intended. It's up to KO. Am I saying that right? Is it Takeo or Takeo? Or TKO? Megan agrees with me. How did Georgia get humped over, Takeo? Georgia got fucked over. What, when they hired Kirby? The Bulls Gap Bulldogs. I hear you. There's a name for you, the Bulls Gap Bulldogs. I challenge anybody to try and stump Carter on nicknames. Collegiate nicknames. Darnell Washington probably going to UGA according to some people I trust, says the general. Announcement will be made at the All-American game January 2nd, which ironically falls on the same day as our bowl. Well, holler at me when the decision is made. Until then, I could really give a shit where he's going. Merry Christmas, Tiger Cat. There's your wrench. Happy Wrenchmas. And you too, JT. Billy Cole says aardvarks. Are you Googling Carter, or have you never heard of it? Power 5 schools. How about that one? Travis Ricker. That dude has to have a wrench. What's up, Travis? How you doing? Outstanding last name, by the way. Well, JT, I appreciate that you feel honored. I wouldn't feel too honored, though, brother. I'm giving away to everybody. Well, not everybody, but you know what I'm saying here. I appreciate your loyalty is not the right word, but I appreciate you guys coming to the stream all the time. Harold, damn it. There's a pretty hilarious rumor going around Green Vegas right now. But this is not the right place to say it because if the wrong person hears it, it'll get me in trouble. Absolutely, Matt. But it's amazing some of the friggin' rumors that get tossed around this time of year about coaches and where this coach is going and where that coach is going and who's transferring and who's not and who's going to move coaching positions if so-and-so transfers and, you know, yada, yada, yada. Well, fuck it. I'll just say it. And I'm going to preface this ridiculous rumor. Hang on a second. Good for you, Eric. A lot of people out there are still digging the smoky grays. So this time of year, like I said, especially, don't want him, Harold. I'm happy with the one we got. Okay, so here's the ridiculous rumor. Coach is up for a principal's job. Our head coach is up for a principal's job. So apparently he's going to take the principal's job. Cade is not happy with the way things went his first year with Army, even though he's only a few months in. So he's going to transfer to ETSU, and thusly Kane is going to take the Greenville job that will be left vacant when Hammonds leaves. I swear to the big guy, somebody actually emailed me that ridiculous shit. That's somebody with entirely too much time on their hands to have actually sat around and came up with all that garbage. And we've lost Carter again, I think. Or his mic's muted. Did you hear all that ridiculousness?
Yeah, I did. You don't think none of it's true, right?
No, I don't think any of it's true. I mean, Hammonds may be eligible for a principal's job, but a lot of coaches are. I just can't see. I mean, that's ridiculous on so many levels because he just got his head coaching job, and I'm pretty sure I can say with pretty much certainty that being a head football coach is what he's aimed his career at all these years. And I can't see after 1 year wanting to throw that away. I don't think Cade is unhappy with the Army, although I haven't asked him. And even if he is, I don't think he would transfer to ETSU because I don't believe they offer what he wants to do. And so that leaves the last part of it.
Well, only Kunos threw a little shot at you.
Good deal. LSU Scooter, there's only two kinds, good old biggins and big old goodins. That's a fact. Thank you for the super chats. Scooter.
Oni Kuno says AA high school football drama is intense.
Yeah, that's a Kuno shot though. That's an inside shot from Kuno. What's up, 16? Merry Christmas back to you. 16 said Merry Christmas, Carter. There's
Merry
Hoss.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Peace to you, sir. Hoss.
I got in contact with our boy Boo Kinsey, Gator Boo.
Oh, cool. What's the booster up to?
Oh, nothing. Think about trying to meet up with him in Jacksonville again.
Cool.
like I did 5 years ago.
Tell him to leave the jork counting to somebody else's time, though, and enjoy the game.
Oh, good point.
That was funny, though. I've never seen one
Well,
man devote so
okay,
much
hold on.
time.
The
Go
whole
ahead.
Jort thing, though, that's kind of messed up because he was even counting women with Daisy Dukes on as Jorts, and
Yeah,
you
you
can't
can't.
do that.
Yeah, that's not accurate, Boo. If you're watching, which I know you're not. What's up, cat dog?
And he'd be like, and so he counted all the girls that had on short blue jean shorts.
Wait a minute, cattle dog. Hey Keith, the water drops landed on the phone and it just started doing shit on its own. Okay. Are you talking about the people you were timing out the other day? Okay. I got you. Oh boy.
Ooh, it's getting a little bit dicey in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that one. Let them deal with that one on their own. Does the wrench count as your what?
ASC certification.
Oh, okay. I thought he misspelled something. It counts as whatever you want it to, Aunt Matt.
Aiden, I'm good. How are you?
Is that somebody you know, Carter? He's getting a wrench, whoever
Oh,
it is.
yes, sir. I do know who that is. And let me tell you, you ought to give this young man a shout out. He's a 14-year-old ball fan, and he's one of the biggest young ball fans that I know. So I'd say he deserves a shout out.
Oh, he got a wrench. How about that?
Ah, he got a wrench.
Actually, nothing, Beltro. I don't know what the hell's playing back there. What's on TV, Kayla? She's probably asleep by now. Good point, Billy. Billy knows. He's been to the Zoe School of Modding. Oh, you weren't in here last night, Carter. You know that Zoe and Lou have kissed and made up, right?
No, I did not.
They have. They indeed have kissed and made up. I went to Zoe's stream last night, hoping to, see some good drama. Lo and behold, what do I see? Lou in the comments, and them two hugging and shouting each other out and giving accolades and throwing super chats around. Oh, it was mushy. I think I
Wow.
threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Billy Cole says they are now ebony and ivory.
Yeah. Lou even tossed him a $25 super chat before he left. That's some love right there.
I wonder what do you know why they mended fences or whatever?
All I know is they said he said that they squashed it and talked it out. So, and Lou basically said, Lou told me today in a text. I erased it, so I can't go back and read it verbatim. But basically, he said he respects the dead, so that's why he was being nice or whatever.
Oh. Well, I guess that little show's over now.
For now, we'll see.
All it'll take is if Miami loses their bowl game and Lou makes a video about it, that'll churn that thing back up, maybe.
Hey, maybe Zoe has seen the error of his ways. Who knows? It was different anyway, Feltro. I don't know about good, but it was definitely different.
Yeah, Eric says Lou had the Christmas spirit. I guess so.
Last night, Tiger Cat. Yes, yesterday evening. It was I think it was a short one. And Lou was in there. I loved his name. Lou's new account to troll Zoe.
That's great.
And when I first saw it, I was like, there's no way that's Uncle Lou. But then, as you kept reading, you knew it was him. So. Maybe in the end it'll be a good thing. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe so.
Probably not a good thing for Zoe's sub count because that'll slow down now. I think he's definitely benefiting from that.
Well, I mean, I didn't really watch. I watched some of it, but I guess the only thing I will say is I don't think Zoe had I felt like Zoe was really reaching when he called Lou a racist. I thought that was a little bit, you know.
He was reaching with a lot of it.
Yeah.
The funniest one I saw was the night before that all happened when he said Lou was buying robots to attack his channel with. For the record, Captain Trips, there are no phone lines.
Well, I was probably going to hop off here, Keith. I got a few things I need to do, and that way you can let more people on.
All righty. Whenever your time is served.
Well, I guess it would be now. Y'all have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great night. See you later. Go Vols.
There you are. Appreciate it, Carter. Let's see. Yeah, we're just, 4 days away? Let's see, 3 days away now from the playoffs. Here we go. There you go. Yep, you are correct. JT is indeed a good dude. Hey, thanks to all you vets for your services. The vets, the current enlisted, the ones that are considering it once you get there. Anybody that's willing to serve their country, how can you not respect that? I mean, it's, quite frankly, something wrong with you if you don't. All right, Kuno, take your best shot.
I served my fucking country, goddammit.
I know you did.
That's right. Don't you forget that. No, I don't care. No. Whenever people bring up I'm a veteran, it's like, no, you don't have to do that.
Some people don't care. Some people can take it or leave it. And there's some people that demand that respect. I don't really care for that. I mean,
there's some people who demand a little too much respect. And there's people who didn't do shit. And look, I'm willing to admit I didn't do a whole lot, so that's why I'm not commanding a lot of respect. I was in possible realistic danger overseas maybe twice, and nothing happened. So, 8 years and 1 or 2 times where, in theory, I could have gotten killed, but that's about it.
JT, that's been Kuno's avatar, thumbnail, whatever you want to call it, for years. And I don't know if I ever. What is that
on Twitter,
about?
At least. That's from one of my favorite cartoons called The Critic. It's same guy who did The Simpsons, and this is and basically John Lovitz plays Jay Sherman, and he would this is how old the show is. He would review like fake movies that didn't really exist, like for the cartoon, and so this was an episode where they did the fake Jurassic Park sequel before The Lost World came out, and so basically the joke was the raptors were so smart. And then it's like, the raptors, you'll never get off the island. And then the raptor pulls out like a pipe and says, I beg to differ. We have a plan to get off the island, and so forth. So
I know you've had that up there literally for years. I don't know if you change it any at all.
Oh, I alter it. I have different shots of the raptor. I'll alter it from time to time. I'll add a Christmas, I have a Christmas hat like on Twitter.
So that's supposed to be a raptor. It looks more like Dino from the Flintstones.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be after, but like OU Texas Week, I photoshopped the golden head on there. Looks good, so all's well.
Yeah, General, I knew immediately what your name was in reference to, but I think probably there's some people that don't. You know,
General Mills cereal, of course. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Part of a balanced
practice. I don't know what sparked that argument, but can Kuno and catalog coexist in the same room?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Well, there's one way to find out. What's up, Cat Dog?
Of course we can coexist in the same room. That's nonsense.
Okay, just checking. Sometimes, with us older people, it's hard to remember who's had beef, who squashed it, who's still mad, who's holding a grudge, all that shit. But at least on this day, we're going to all get along. We're going to honor Rodney King, and we're going to all just get along. What's up, Jamie? What's on your mind tonight? That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm getting into pastries. That's what I'm getting into.
I believe you might have gotten into something else before that, right?
Yep. That's why I'm into the pastries.
Now, Kuno, you mentioned earlier that you were going to put me out there on blast. What was it?
Because you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life. The hell is wrong with you?
I know. Dude, it took me over 20 years to see E.T. for the first time.
Well, that's E.T. I mean,
but still.
You should have seen that by accident, but It's a Wonderful Life is like NBC until NBC has taken off the air for whatever reason, they will always play It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas Eve in the evening. Guaranteed.
Let's see, that one.
I've seen
Miracle on 34th Street. I've never seen that one. I've never seen what's
Bill Murray
Scrooge about
is my favorite Christmas movie.
Scarlet.
Yeah. Scrooge is good.
Frankly, Scarlet, I don't give a damn. What's that one? Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, but Gone with the Wind is a 4-hour like bore fest where you remember 2 scenes.
Hey, here's the one that might shock you. I've still not seen Scarface. Now I have seen probably 3/4 of it. I actually started to watch it last month and fell asleep 3/4 of the way. And hang in there, Billy or Captain Trips. I'll get to you in a second.
There are movies out there where they are so ingrained in pop culture at this point that you really don't have to watch them, because whenever anyone talks about Scarface, it's Say Hello to My Little Friend.
Yeah,
that's it. Like no one remembers any fucking thing else from that movie.
And you know what, dude? I was looking for that particular line, and I don't remember ever seeing it. When does it happen? Did I not watch it
at the very end of the movie where he's getting
there? You
taken
go.
Down.
Yeah.
Wait, then it's off.
I've never seen it.
Doors. Come and say hello to my little friend.
Yes, Boss Fan. I have definitely seen Shawshank probably 24 times. It's a great movie.
How can you not? It's on TV every other day on TNT or AMC. It's like there's a law. Shawshank must be on TV at least once a day in this country.
How about the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
That is a classic midnight movie. It's a Halloween regular.
That's when you have to go to the movie theaters dressed up to really enjoy it.
I mean, not really, but you can.
It's a stupid movie. I mean,
well, yes. There's a lot of stupid movies that are awesome, though.
But that's one you just, to fully enjoy the quote unquote experience,
Well, it's a cult atmosphere. It's a cult classic movie. So
I mean, people go if that movie is showing anywhere on a regular basis, and from my memory, wherever it is showing, it's showing there all the time. People go to that damn movie religiously and relentlessly even. They used to have it at the Graceland Shopping Center in Columbus, Ohio, every Friday and Saturday night at midnight.
I don't know.
They do the same people. Now. Yeah,
I'm sure it's like a Fathom event where they'll do it like at the big movie theater chains.
and I was waiting for somebody to bring this one up. Juice mentioned Green Mile. Yes, another great movie. Captain, I'm gonna bring you on in.
Oh, okay.
What's happening, bud?
How about Heavy Metal for a cult classic?
Seen it once.
Heavy Metal's okay. There's one or two lines in there. I think the one line I like is like it's like the creature has 6-inch teeth. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. 16-inch teeth. That's kind of my favorite
Damn
one.
it. I was thinking of another one there, and I was waiting for you to finish, and I forgot it. Imagine that. There's a couple of good ones: Tombstone, Young Guns, and Urban Cowboy. How did Urban Cowboy get mixed in there with Tombstone and Young Guns?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how Young Guns got in there.
I actually like the first Young Guns.
I like them both.
I got nothing against Young Guns. I just don't put it on the same level as like Tombstone.
What?
You up with it?
Come Hell or High Water was a good Western.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, it's good.
My go-to Western is The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. That's my go-to Western.
So I'm just now starting to watch Westerns. New ones I love. And I don't know if this would be considered a Western or not, but The Hateful Eight.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, that's Tarantino. Yeah, I'd consider that a Western.
Django
Unchained's a better movie, though.
Really?
It's a better.
I don't know
Django's
that I've
better.
seen that.
You would love Django Unchained.
I know I've wanted to see it for a long time, and just
like I mean I like The Hateful Eight, all right, but like Django's a far better movie.
Well, see, I definitely got to see it now.
I have every Quentin movie ever made.
The Quentin movies to me are a little bit out there. Some of them are great. You know, Pulp Fiction. That's to me kind of a must-see movie. But didn't he also do From Dusk Till Dawn?
That wasn't quite Quentin. I don't think he directed that one.
I thought that.
I think he was involved. I think he was involved in it, but I don't think he directed it.
Sponsored that movie. He may have just sponsored that movie.
I know he's involved in it somehow. Hell, he's in it.
Because that movie, Iron Fist, he just sponsored too.
The first time I saw From Dusk Till Dawn, probably many moons ago, when it first came out on like cable TV or whatever, I didn't know that it was a damn zombie or what vampire movie. Because I picked it up, I guess a few minutes in, and had no idea that it was a damn vampire movie. I'm watching. I'm like, man, this is a great fucking movie. Until they got to the bar, and then all of a sudden the vampires came out, and I was literally like, what the fuck is this shit?
You know what? That's the best way to watch that movie, going into it not knowing what the fuck is going to happen. Because all of a sudden you're like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea.
Lost Boys?
Do what?
Are we talking about Lost Boys?
No. Dusk Till Dawn. The Lost Boys, that's a movie I think you either love it or hate it. And I freaking love that movie.
Get in there.
I like vampire movies.
I'm not sure where I stand on that, because I used to hate zombie movies. And then I started watching Walking Dead. And although, call me crazy, I still don't consider Walking Dead a damn show about zombies, even though that's exactly what it's about. There's too much other shit. But
I stopped watching Walking Dead because when I realized there's no end game to this at all. There's no point where it's like it's just going to keep going forever. It's like, you know what, I'm done.
They're killing too many of the important people off. Like, some people like that aspect of it. And by the way, real quick,
it's not even that. It's just
Captain Trips. Captain Trips. I'm not sure what happened to you, but come back in, man. I don't know what happened to you there.
It wasn't me this time.
No, he was. I brought him in the stream with us, and then I don't know if he got knocked out or what.
Yeah, I was I had you on the floor, BVD, and I was doing push-ups and plank stuff, and I was dripping onto the phone, and I didn't even realize it.
Wait a minute. Plank stuff?
Yeah, it's a workout. It strengthens your core.
Oh, is that okay? I'm wondering if that was like if that's like the old planking videos where people just act like a plank.
Oh no, this is building my inner core exercises.
Oh, okay. And yes, Billy Cole, I have indeed seen Old Yeller, but I didn't cry. Trying to go back and catch some of the comments. I hate to quote unquote ignore people in the comments when I don't mean to. Catalog, cut your volume down.
I'm getting there, BVD. I just a little bit faster than me. That's all.
You're supposed to know that, Catalog, going in. This is not your first rodeo, sir.
I was trying to get to it as fast as I could, man. I'm old. I'm decrepit.
Well, I'm decrepit too. I mean, I'm old. Megan, good point. Wizard of Oz has been showing a lot lately, and I'm not sure why it's on at Christmas either, but I don't really care. I love that friggin' movie. And,
they usually that's a Thanksgiving tradition usually.
Yeah. What's up, Trips?
Well, 1 second, sir.
All right. Yeah, I actually, The Wizard of Oz, to me, is one of those movies that you rarely catch it from the very beginning. It's like it's already in there when you catch it on TV. And so I watched it from the very beginning the other night, and I was shocked at how much shit I didn't know about that movie in the beginning. I can't really explain what I'm talking about here, but as I was watching, I was like, "Holy shit, I didn't know that!"
You're like,
Holy
"How the
shit,
hell how the hell that bitch get to Oz? Oh, a tornado came through Kansas.
Oh, it was a tornado, huh? Yeah. Now I knew, that the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Cowardly Lion were all helpers on the farm. But
I like how they all got to go to a day spa before they met the wizard. That was pretty cool. That's pretty nice of all those people at Emerald City.
And I was reminded that the Wicked Witch of the West reminded me of one of my aunts. I'm gonna try it again, Trips, and see what you got. Something going on there. What's up?
Oh, not much. I don't get why y'all are talking about, like, I know it's Christmas. Y'all talking about Christmas movies and stuff like that, but we got some big games coming up.
Dude, we talk about sports all the time. So anytime we get a chance to get on here and talk about something besides sports, just more interesting to me. I mean, we beat the whole playoff thing over the head. Thank you, JT Thompson. He said, speaking of that, he said, now this is Christmas Day entertainment. But we're not above talking about sports too, man. What's on your brain?
I mean, well, it's not like. Oh, go ahead.
What's going to be what's on your brain, man? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it's not like there's anyone here who's got a team in the playoff or anything, Keith. I mean.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
Oh, my Sun Devils are going to win the whole thing.
What are you doing?
And we're not talking softball yet, Cattle Dog.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Actually, my softball team's not doing that good either.
Who? All right, since you brought it up, Trips, who's going to win it?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, Ohio State, Clemson. I feel Clemson feels a little disrespected. It's just that I didn't have anybody in the Heisman race. But Ohio State's a good team. They've been solid all year. That's going to be a tough one.
Clemson disrespected.
You already know LSU's. You got to worry about that.
I mean, they're going to use the whole disrespected thing as a battle cry till they're either champions again or until they're knocked out.
What the hell has Clemson got to feel disrespected about? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Did anyone
Dabo's full of shit.
Notice that the Sun Devils got the 35th best recruiting class?
Yep.
How about that for a power?
35th, huh? That's almost as good as our 19th, 9th, and 15th.
So you think Ohio State's going to beat Clemson?
I
never
know.
said Ohio State's going to beat Clemson.
Yeah. I really don't.
Well, I mean, what do you think?
I think Clemson will beat Ohio State more likely because, like, I know, I know Justin Fields is like not 100%. He says his like knee is 85%. That's quoting him. So because he got hurt in the Big Ten championship game, or he got hurt that it was either that game or Michigan. He hurt his knee a little bit. So I don't know. I think it'll be a good game to watch. But it'll be nice to see Clemson play somebody with a pulse because they haven't done that all year.
Don't you think for 1 minute that Ohio State doesn't have somebody that come in and can play quarterback in that game?
They used to. His name was Joe Burrow, but he transferred.
I know, but they still got somebody that can do something.
I mean, maybe. Hopefully all four of those teams have a quarterback.
It's going to be a really close game. They're going to beat each other up, and LSU is going to take them in the championship.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think LSU's been my pick to win it all for a long time now.
It's a shame LSU is forced to actually scrimmage on Saturday against a team. It's just someone's got to show up and give them a good practice. I'm just happy to have a team in the playoff, because we're so fortunate because not like we have good players or anything or anything like that.
Y'all got lucky, man. I mean, really. I mean, LSU, man, that went through that weak schedule.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win.
Yeah. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's trash. What am I talking about? I mean, first round wide receiver, bullshit. Yeah. What am I talking about? Yeah.
All right.
You got the whole.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for having me on your show, BBD.
Hey, thanks for stopping by.
All right, see you.
Did you read that?
Yeah, I read it.
I'll try fixing it.
Okay. I'll take care of
trash. It. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
They're all trash, Kuno. LSU,
OU's defense is trash.
Oklahoma's, Ohio State, Clemson's. All three games are going to be 60-50.
No, but OU's defense is totally trash because Big 12 and all that narrative that people just they're lazy and don't actually look up numbers and like Oklahoma. Now last year's Oklahoma defense was real trash. It was like 114th. I mean, they only improved up to like number 24 in the nation. I mean that's just total garbage, right? Having a top 25 ranked defense after 1 year of being in like 114. But what am I talking about? That's total trash. Garbage. Awful. Terrible defense.
Having said all of that, y'all still going to get thumped.
Gonna get thumped? Well, yeah. I know we're going to lose that coin toss, and it's going to be really tough on us. And we're just happy
you to think
we're just happy. We're just happy to share the field with like such excellence that is LSU. I mean,
don't forget the greatest coach too.
To share a field with real athletes with SEC speed. I mean, my God. I mean, it's just they're going to be in such awe of that team. By the time the kickoffs happens, we're not even going to be looking for the ball. We're just going to be staring at those gorgeous gold and white and purple uniforms and wanting to get their autographs. Like when it's 1st and 10, and old Jalen Hurts, he's going to try to snap the ball, but like Creed Humphrey's just going to be like staring to the eyes at those gorgeous eyes of that LSU D lineman, want to make out with them because they're so goddamn gorgeous. My God.
I thought you were talking about Joe Burrow.
And it on thick.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just happy I get to watch them like scrimmage against LSU. It's going to be a real honor on Saturday. Fantastic.
Yeah, I would agree. I think all four teams are just lucky that Tennessee's not in it. That's
I know. And you know what sucks? We got to play y'all next year. I was
just going to say you're going to get a dose of it next year. Son of a bitch. Yeah.
I mean, y'all so improved. You actually came within a cunt hair of almost beating Alabama in the fourth quarter this year. I mean, that's scary. That's a scary Tennessee team.
No. See, you got it all wrong, Kuno. You totally missed the mark. We came within 2 cunt hairs of almost beating Georgia State and Brigham Young.
Oh, well, okay. I was trying to give you credit for, beating the greatest team that's never beaten a ranked team in a season, because that's what Alabama is this year. The greatest team to never beat anybody in the top 25. That's so awesome. Great Alabama team this year. Fantastic.
You get no argument no argument whatsoever from me when talking shit about Alabama. I've made a lifetime out of doing it. Hasn't worked out too good for me in final scores and whatnot, but you know.
I mean, I'm just here to listen, Keith. If you ever want to know what it feels like to get a win over Alabama within the last decade, maybe one day I'll touch a piece of paper and mail it off to you so you can feel the warmth of like at least getting one victory. I promise you, we'll make that happen one day for you.
Hey, don't forget we've beaten them in softball. By God,
that is true. That is true.
Don't forget about that.
OU's the powerhouse in softball. We can't forget that right now. Multiple national championships.
Multiple can't argue that. Damn it.
So we're
I
good
can
at a
say
lot
that
of sports.
too.
So what movie were we talking about before somebody interrupted us with this ridiculous college football garbage?
I know. Who the fuck watches college football?
Is the movie called Mud with Matthew Connelly. That is a good movie. Good, wholesome movie.
Mud.
Yep, it's called Mud.
Never seen it.
All right. I got one for you, Keith.
It's about a river in Arkansas and how they live on it.
All right.
Are you being serious or are you joking?
No, I'm being 100% serious. It's a great movie.
We'll write it down.
All right.
Go ahead, Kuno.
Keith, do you actually go to the movies or do you just wait for stuff to come out on like...
I wait for it to come out.
All right. Well, when this movie comes out on Netflix or whatever, whenever it shows up, you need to see a movie called Knives Out. Knives Out. It's a fucking great movie. It's kind of a whodunit mystery type of deal. And here's the thing, so you're not thrown off. You kind of figure out what happens about 30 minutes in the mystery, but the whole mystery is why it happened. Okay. So that's kind of where it goes into. It's got a great cast. It's got like Jamie Lee Curtis, Don Johnson, Daniel Craig, like who plays like the investigator. It's like fucking great. Love that fucking movie.
Cool. Yeah, it's nice to have some movie suggestions out there because this time of year, all the TV shows that I normally watch are either on some kind of midwinter break or the season just ended, and so it's nice to have some movies to look into because most everything now is fucking on repeat for the millionth time.
You need to get yourself some Disney Plus, Keith. That's what you need.
Disney Plus?
Yeah, get yourself some Disney Plus.
Well, if they offer it on cable, I should have it. We pay enough to have every fucking cable channel there is.
No. You gotta drop like $7 a month for it.
Oh well, fuck that.
Come on, you make some YouTube money. You could allocate $7 a month on a Roku or something.
That $50 a month I make on YouTube though goes to cover my overdraft charges in the bank.
I thought, isn't it like $100 minimum though to get YouTube checks?
Yeah, it is. You have to accrue 100 before they send it to you.
My McNabb channel used to get checks. Long time ago. It was gas money. That's all I knew.
Hey, it's all gravy. Because when I first started doing this, I'm sure you guys were the same way. I never envisioned making a penny doing this.
I went a little mini viral when I made my stupid little fake please LSU take it easy on Oklahoma. And the sad part is just as many Oklahoma fans fell for it as LSU fans. I was like, man, y'all don't watch videos all the way through before you comment. Because it's pretty obvious that I was like not being serious. Worst acting job ever done in my life. I'm not saying something.
Blake, I actually love that movie. It's a stupid ass movie. But that's one of them older stupid ass movies that I actually enjoyed. By the way, when can I expect you to record my constipation song I wrote for you last night? I'll be watching your channel for that one.
You need to get yourself some Pepto-Bismol if you got some constipation issues.
Oh, Pepto-Bismol won't help that shit. Pun intended.
Clear that shit right out.
I got several things up in the cabinet for that.
Give you a saline enema.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt, you'll be fine.
The ACC at this point is Clemson Invitational. Yeah, pretty much. They are total garbage this year. The ACC.
So did Haas come around today and say hello to anybody?
Yeah, he was in here. I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he was in here.
Yeah, where's Tiger Cat at?
Vegans, I don't know about an actual coffee enema, but I know coffee does help. Coffee and oranges.
Keith, I want your feedback real quick on something.
All right.
So, I live in Orlando, as you know, and a large contingent of Alabama fans are probably going to head down here any time now for New Year's Day. You think I should go to the Citrus Bowl and watch Michigan, Alabama, just to check things out?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? I mean, unless
I don't know.
Unless there's something better on that day, that you're interested in watching. But yeah, why not?
No, I mean, not really.
I'm going to the Fiesta Bowl. Why not?
You're going to watch Clemson, Ohio State?
Why not?
I mean, go for it, bro. You got it. I don't know. Just trying to think about it. It was like, I'm thinking about wearing OU gear and seeing how many people mistake me for an Alabama fan.
Well, I mean, on the surface, everybody probably will.
I think it'd be hilarious.
Until they see that big OU on your hat.
Well, what I'm thinking is, it's like, depending where I get a seat, if I sit with Michigan fans, they're going to assume I'm just some random Alabama fan, and they may or may not say anything. But if I'm with a bunch of Alabama fans, everyone's going to say "Roll Tide, roll" to me, and I'll just be like, "Nope, sorry."
Just everybody that says "Roll Tide, roll," you just need to answer back with Boomer Sooner.
That's right. You have identified the incorrect shade of crimson.
But seriously, though, I mean, depending on if I lived down there and could afford it, I'd go to every bowl game I could.
Not everyone. Notre Dame and Iowa State, no thanks. And now, I was hoping that game was going to be Notre Dame, Texas, because oh my God, if it was Notre Dame, Texas, I would be down there in full OU gear, and my God, I'd have a good time. I would bring my I would bring my professional camera set up and interview people. It would be a blast. I would totally do it. But no, they couldn't get Texas down here. They got to set them up against Utah, and Utah's going to murder death kill them in that game, in that Alamo Bowl where the fuck they're playing in.
I get that reference. Murder, death, kill reference.
Murder, death, kill. Mm-hmm. Love me some murder, death, kill.
Be well.
I need to watch that movie again. Demolition Man's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Like, Nosmark might be going. I think he might be going.
Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, we chat on Twitter. We go back and forth.
Okay.
Lord, he's thrilled. He's thrilled that Bama finally got a win over OU last year, so he can talk a little shit.
I can imagine.
But it's
I'll be happy when we start beating some people that I can actually talk shit to again. I mean, these Mississippi States and Bandies and that shit.
It's going to be
counts. It don't count.
I mean, it's going to be years before you can get a home and home with Georgia State. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, well, Georgia State's just lucky they didn't have to have a rematch with us in some shitty bowl.
Yeah. It's rare that you get them out of the confines of Turner Field and get them to your place. So.
Oh yeah, who are the Lakers playing today? As if
they're playing the Clippers.
That's right.
Oh yeah, I should probably pay attention to that game real quick. Is it over? Is it done?
They're up by 12.
No, it's third quarter.
They're up by 8.
Bad Dog actually streaming this one too. Surely he is. He's killing.
I got it. Let's see. It's a 6. What do we got here? It's a 7-point game right now. All right. I'll turn that bitch up.
I'm assuming it's the last game of the night.
I think so.
I guess the bowl games fire back up.
No. Pelicans and Nuggets are playing. I don't think Zion's going to play, though.
The bowl games fire back up tomorrow. Don't we have Miami and Louisiana Tech tomorrow? Isn't that tomorrow?
Yeah.
84-78, 120 left in the third.
Yeah, I am. I will watch that game just out of morbid curiosity because I know Scott is just like. You follow Scott on Twitter
I
at
probably
all?
do, but I don't ever pay much attention to Twitter.
Scott is basically he is he doesn't know what to do anymore with Miami. He's just like like you think you've had it rough. It's like he's gone longer without being relevant than y'all guys, and he's just like he doesn't know anymore.
I don't know. It's pretty close. They have won a championship this century, haven't they?
Correct, but they fell off like around 04, 05 was kind of
they had a
Miami
10-win
football.
season a few years ago.
Yeah, but
I
there's a bitter because then they lost the ACC. They lost that game against Pitt. They lost the ACC championship. Then they got embarrassed against Wisconsin.
Wait a minute. When did they win their division?
They played Clemson a couple years ago.
I thought they had never won their division, but now that I think about it,
they finally did that. Mark Richt
that's
finally
right.
got them.
Yeah. I was actually pulling for them that day, I think.
Like at the Coastal, someone different. Every single team has won the Coastal like 7 years in a row.
Yeah,
like a different
that's
team.
crazy.
So it's like that's how shitty the ACC is at this point.
Well, yeah, shitty's one way of looking at it, but I tell you what, if you're in the ACC Coastal, you got to feel like you got a chance every year. Anybody not named Florida or Georgia, goes into the SEC East every year wondering, hey, who's going to finish third? Be glad when that shit changes.
I don't know. Florida at this point, like there are no good teams in Florida right now, pro or college. I mean, the Gators are okay right now. They're playing the Orange Bowl, but no one really in the state of Florida. Magic suck. Baseball teams suck. Pro football teams suck. It's like there's not a lot of positivity.
There's too much shit for Florida people to choose from down there. That's why nobody down there, especially in the pros. Who would you say has the best, most devoted and loyal fan base down there?
Oh, the Dolphins. Without question. The Dolphins are the longest, they've been around forever. So it's without question the Dolphins. I know more Dolphins fans here, especially in the sports talk business here than, I don't know any Bucks fans or Jaguars fans. They talk about them, but
yeah, it's
just one of those things where it's like, I know more Dolphins fans just because they have the history. This is kind of Orlando is kind of like you're either a Florida or Florida State fan. Tends to lean Florida Gators. I mean, there's UCF people, of course, but those people they're not real people to me. They're just UCF.
Not big fans of any of those, Blake, to be honest with you. I mean, The Grinch is okay just because it's Jim Carrey and some of his movies.
You know what Grinch is all right?
Some of his movies are fucking just too over the top.
Alex Grinch is pretty good. Single-handedly brought back defense to Oklahoma football in 1 year. I love that man.
Nobody respects Oklahoma defense, Kuno. Come on now.
What the fuck am I talking about? Our defense is garbage. Have you seen us play?
Hey, Tiger Cat, I'm gonna drop the link. If you're coming in, hop on in because I'm not gonna be on a whole lot longer.
I've been streaming a lot lately. I've been interacting with my peoples.
I've noticed that. You got the paid StreamYard, don't you?
No, I don't actually.
How did you do your little name thing down there in Crimson?
Just went into the settings.
Oh, okay, that's probably a good place to start, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I've never even tried to mess with this. I don't know what it's capable of doing.
I like this because it's really easy to get people on and chat with them. So,
that's the only reason I use it. Yeah.
I mean, I have other ways I stream, but it's like in order to get people on, I gotta use like a virtual mixer and go through like 12 different steps to like get people on like Skype, and it's I got it set up where I could do it, but it's a pain in the ass like just to set it up. It's like, do you have a headset and a mic? Join up, come say hi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
man, I had
money to buy all that other shit.
It took me like 6 emails and like 2 months to get my Skype account back.
I don't even use Skype anymore. Used it for a while there for me and Carter to do our little podcast thing, but
it was
Still
fucking dead.
lost all my contacts though.
what's up, TK?
Hey guys, what's going on? Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad.
Mary Nod,
Prospero
Felice,
año
and
y
Ginger to you
felicidad.
too.
No, well, you had told me to go on. I guess it was because Acuna.
Oh
did
no,
say
I
that?
mean
Oni. How do you say it?
Oni.
You got it right.
Kuno.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, Oni Kuno. Okay.
What is
I
it?
guess-
What is it that the Gustigator calls you, Kuno?
He calls me One Canoe.
One
and I fucking
canoe,
love it.
yeah, one canoe.
I love the fact that he calls me One Canoe because I never.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest thing ever. I never correct him.
I can't remember what I used to call you.
Dickhead.
People do,
No,
Yeah,
it was messed up because I couldn't pronounce it either, but I can't remember what I used to say.
Hey, Dad. You got lit rolling?
I get accused of being an asshole all the time, but like most of that's true though.
I mean, you got to own it. You know, it takes a real
Well,
asshole to not admit that they're an asshole. What's up, TK?
Well, no, I mean I remember seeing his screen name around. I just never seen him on the stream. So hi. I
Hello,
guess you're an Oklahoma Sooner fan.
Boomer Sooner. That's correct.
You got any
All right.
extra
Well,
larges in there?
in just a little over 48 hours, it's on, man.
I know we're gonna take the field and we're gonna shake LSU's hand and lie down and let them piss in their mouth because that's what ESPN says. We're just gonna lay down, let them take it. We're gonna take it right up the ass because that's you know we're just happy to be there. We're just happy to be there. You know,
You
why
know,
bother compete?
honestly, and people ask me this all the time, you know, because even though we're favored in the game, I'm not nervous. You know what I mean? I any team can beat any team at any time. I've said it a million times, and I'm not saying. And I think we're actually more compatible teams, whereas you know, Ohio State and Clemson are a little more compatible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Compatible, like our game will
what
be
I mean-
competitive,
what I mean
compatible. Or
well, no, I mean like we're more, but our teams are, you know, more offensively talented, I guess. Whereas their teams are a little more balanced.
I don't know about that. Ohio State and Clemson got some pretty talented offensive players.
No,
JK
I'm saying, but they're even, but they have both. They have both. We have. We're I don't want to say we're one dimensional. I mean, it's not like we have no defense. We wouldn't be where we are, you know.
Well, it's funny because OU's defense stat-wise technically is better than LSU's from a numbers perspective, and it's nobody seems to bring that up. But now I know LSU has talented players, especially the secondary. I think that's where the strength of your defense is. Like the front seven is not as good as it was years past, but you still have talented players. Like because you look at like the Ole Miss game and you look at the game against Alabama, and it's like people can score points on you, but can you stop Joe Burrow is the question. That's like
Right.
the big.
Yeah.
And like the thing about Oklahoma, the thing about Oklahoma this year is that our offense, while stat wise is great, is not near as explosive as it was the past 2 years with Baker and Kyler. But our defense is actually very much improved over the past. It's not garbage anymore. And very few people will admit that. But if you look at numbers, you go from 114 to 24. That kind of means something. So.
Well, yeah. Well, and people don't give our defense that much credit either. I mean, we have gotten better over the semester, I almost said, over the season, but, you know, they still don't. I mean, you'll hear people say, yes, we have gotten better as the season has progressed, but, I mean, people gave us, like, no credit for it in the beginning, you know? So it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be I guess a shootout back and forth.
I think Oklahoma's going to try to play keep away. We're going to try to run the football and just keep it as low scoring as possible. That's exactly what's going to happen because that's the only way they could win. They got to play defense and they're going to hold on to that ball, keep Joe Burrow off the field.
What if
this
they
turns
just come out and totally try and play fucking shootout with them? Would that shock you?
Yes, because Oklahoma, this Oklahoma team is not built to play shootouts. They can't fucking do it. Jalen Hurts, as much as I like him to an extent, he is not that quarterback. He is not Baker or Kyler. He is not built to be a shootout quarterback. So, this game has to be like 31-27 type of a game. That's the most it can be. It can't be 55-45 bullshit. That will not end well.
Well,
Yeah, that would be probably the only outcome that would surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all if LSU or if Oklahoma won this game, but it would surprise me if they won it like that, in a 50-40 type game. But they may be thinking that's the only chance they have. Who the hell knows what they're thinking?
No, if it's
you would
it's not
know.
it can't be 50-40. Not this team. Not this
It just
year.
seems like when these type of games come along, everybody has it figured out. Everybody thinks they know exactly what's got to be done, and it almost always ends up being the exact fucking opposite of what people are thinking.
I just wish people on ESPN would actually stop pretending they watched Oklahoma football this year, because they didn't. Just the way they talk about us, and it drives me insane.
well, yeah. I mean, I get it when you feel like your team doesn't get respect, but the thing is, I think people are just shocked. I think the media gave us more love than fans on the internet, because
Well, no. I have no problem with people saying LSU is going to win the game. Like I would be stupid to say no, they're not going to win. That's of course LSU is favored to win this game, but it's like when you give the reasons why, and I hear like the stereotypical answers that I've heard from years past is like, oh, you haven't really watched us play this year because our defense is bad. It's like, no, it's not. It's the most improved unit. It was number 1 in the Big 12, which it hasn't been for a long time. And defense won us that Big 12 championship game. Like we go into overtime with Baylor, and we are sacking their QB like left and right. We moved them all the way back to the 45 in overtime, and that was all she wrote.
yeah, I didn't see that game, so.
It was I don't. Oh yeah, watch highlights of that if you get a chance. It was a heart attack game. It was a classic. It was probably the best Big 12 championship game since like that Nebraska-Texas game from 10 years ago.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I don't know if you were the one I was talking to. This is right after we played Texas this year. I was talking to an Oklahoma fan because I would, I felt like the Texas fans were so disrespectful and stuff to us. You know what I'm saying? And
you don't say.
And I was saying, oh, I hope y'all win. I hope y'all beat Texas's ass and all that, because I was still all pissed off. I wonder if that was you, because like I said, your name is familiar, but I mean, it could have been. I've seen a few in here, Oklahoma fans.
Well, I was the guy who was saying maybe we should want Texas to win that game for perception reasons, and I got a lot of people yelling at me for that. And it's not a conference pride thing. It was just it would help if Texas won that game. And if we beat Texas, then we don't have to hear about our schedule, or we don't have to hear about all this other crap when we're fighting, scraping, and clawing to try to get a playoff spot. And so if you're not in the SEC or the Big Ten, or you're Clemson, basically, it's really hard to fight the narratives that if your team is good or if they're qualified to make this invitational. So... But they did it. Everything fell in place what they needed to happen, and they got in, and now it's up to the football field.
Yeah, this has been a crazy wild season, I have to say.
Oh yeah.
Especially for an LSU fan, and because I said that when we were in the SEC championship, remember BVD, I said even though I think we will win, it's only going to be by a touchdown or a field goal. It's going to be close. But I do think that we're a better team, basically, type of thing. And look what happened. like but everything's so confusing, and then Ole Miss comes out with this quarterback that runs as faster than the speed of light and kind of makes us look bad. I mean, we still ended up winning by what, I think 3 touchdowns. I can't remember, but still, I mean, that dude, why haven't we ever, I never had heard of him until that game.
Well, I'm hoping Jalen Hurts can watches clips of that and takes notes, because I think he can do that a little bit.
That dude is fast.
Let's see here real quick. Damn it. Shout out to, where'd it go? Well, shout out to Connor until I see the name again and get the last name part of it right. Damn it. Yeah, somebody's Facebook messaging me. Do you guys remember Jerry? Irish, I think it was Irish Jerry. He hasn't been on YouTube in a long time.
I know one. Are you talking? Is he a Notre Dame fan?
Yeah, that guy.
I know one. I know one Notre Dame fan, Keith, and you know who that is. So
yeah. Well, Jerry is his buddy that actually lives in Ireland, and great dude, man. He just randomly out of the blue messaged me now on Facebook. That's why I kind of went silent on you guys. But shout out to Buck's buddy Connor Franklin. So you guys can go back to your OU LSU discussion now if you want.
That's right. Talk about OU's thrilling last-second victory when Gabe Burkich hits like a 35-yard field goal to win it at the buzzer. That's my dream scenario.
My dream scenario is just to win. I don't care. I just want to make it to the final.
Don't we all?
And it's going to be very interesting to see who we play, because the last time we won a national championship was when we beat Ohio State. That was in 2008 from the 2007 season. So it would be kind of, but the thing is, here's the thing too, Joe Burrow has a heart for his Ohio State. And I'm not saying he would not. I believe that Joe, if we were to play Ohio State,
would he shave points? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think he would. I would bet $1 million if I had it that he would not do that. But would he have any conflicting feelings about playing too good?
No, not really, because he left there for. No. Can I ask you a question about Joe Burrow? And I want an honest answer. Because I don't mean hate, I mean no disrespect or hate towards him, but
Hello?
Just my life. I'm right. You've seen his. He's got a giant forehead.
Okay, you cut out totally. The only thing I heard was giant forehead.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has a giant forehead.
Well, his forehead is slightly large, yes, but I would still, I still think he's a hottie. Okay, I'm sorry. I know people say.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and speak for Kuno now and say that we don't get into calling dudes hotties. We'll have to take your word for that one.
Yeah, well, believe me, I wish I was 23 again. Okay,
you would. Hey, you would let Joe Burrow put Crisco on you, wouldn't you?
No. I need to correct someone in the chat. I did not block Uncle Lou after the Rose Bowl. I blocked Uncle Lou way before the Rose Bowl.
I was going to say way before that.
Yeah, way before that. I disliked that motherfucker a long time ago. So let's just we'll get that out of the way right now.
Wow, I'm learning a lot about a lot of people I didn't know before. It's just cool. Ever since I've been coming on BVD's show, I'm meeting all these different people that have been on here for a while. And Cattle Dog, you too. I'm not ignoring you. I know you're there. I'm just, I had to tuck some Sooner stuff. I know his mic is muted, so I don't even know if he can hear me, but
he might be in the bunker right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not in the bunker.
I was going to say his brain might be muted now.
No, I'm not in the bunker.
He was. He was hitting the pastries when he first came in, so.
Oni Kuno, why do you let Uncle Lou push your buttons?
I don't, because I am blocked. See?
Yeah, but
Easy.
but that's pushing your buttons, though. You know.
No, not really. If I don't have to hear from him or speak about him on a regular basis, that's easy. Like,
So what made you mad in the first place?
No, I just think he's a piece of shit, and I know he's a piece of shit.
He could be, most definitely.
Have you met him in real life, or?
No, but we have a mutual acquaintance who I know for a fact from him that he's a piece.
Yeah, we know him well, Tiger Cat.
Oh.
Shit. Some people know who he is, and some people don't, and that's fine. But I trust this person. I'm not going to talk about him in his personal life, but some shit got personal between him and Lou, and I'm like, fuck Uncle Lou. And that's it.
Well, I mean, let me interject here. I know who you're talking about, and I'm not going to say his name either. My theory on shit like that is, and I know who you're going to say, Tiger Cat. You're going to say Sean. And I can't remember what happened between you and Lou personally, Sean. I know you guys did have your own little run in, but I just don't let someone else's thoughts on someone affect mine. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never think somebody's a douchebag just because somebody else don't.
No, Keith. Like, if you're thinking I'm talking. If you think I'm talking about Big Sean, that's not what I'm talking about. No.
I know who you're talking about.
But he did something that crossed the fucking line, and he's a piece of shit.
I'm 99.9% sure I know who you're talking about. And
yeah.
we'll just say this: did the something?
And the person told me he told me
they live in the
up
same town?
What he did. Yes.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I trust this individual. He has no reason to lie.
Fair enough.
Absolutely no reason to lie, BVD. But I'm like you.
Fair enough.
I will always have that in the back of my mind when dealing with said stuff, but I don't let it affect me.
Well, I may not have gotten the full story on what happened that night. I think I know the incident you're talking about.
But like you're trying to say it's affecting me. It's like my life goes on perfectly.
I'm like the person here who has no idea what y'all are talking about.
And that I plan to keep it that way.
Yeah, that's probably the best way. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's probably
but
the best thing.
As I was saying earlier, Tiger Cat, but my mic was muted. I don't get butthurt that you weren't paying attention to me. You know, it's no big deal that a skirt doesn't pay attention to me.
Oh, Steve, now that was just wrong.
A skirt? Okay. Yeah. Now you want you are. That was a troll. That was a troll.
No, not me. I would. But you know, there are some people that we will two-teaming some people that we will name nameless, that if they were in a room with a female, they got to be the center of attention, and it's, hey, look at me, what about me, hey, you know. And so I was making fun of other people.
Okay, no, I would have said this to anybody, even if, you know, like there was it doesn't matter. Yeah, it has nothing to do with like being a guy thing. I just don't want anybody to ever think I'm ignoring them. I'm like that, you know.
Well, some of us aren't thirsty, so you're fine with me.
Okay. I don't have to be your water.
Yeah, you don't have to be my water.
Water.
You know,
what
I'm in
a
the
conversation
desert.
we found ourselves in.
I'm in the desert, so sometimes I need water.
You're gonna need some water with them pastries.
Hey, man, those things were killer. And now that you mentioned it, I might have to go back in there and get some more of them.
All right, guys, I'm after 2 hours in this thing. Final comments from the peanut gallery before I break it down for the night.
Oklahoma 35, LSU 31, Boomer Center.
That's direct to the point, and that's the way you get your last shot in there.
I can envision 29, 27, real close, and under 30.
Fair enough. Cat Dog, I'll be talking to you versus the Rams this weekend.
Yeah, let's hope we can redeem us over there in the Carson, California.
Yep, get one more out the door.
And everybody out there in the internet land, y'all like that run game we put on? Something yards we put on them.
I'd be surprised if anybody in my stream at all even could tell you who won between the Cardinals and the Seahawks, let alone who they played.
Well,
anyway, one more game, Cat Dog, and then it's the off season. So enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas. Thanks for coming in, and stay away from them skirts, brother.
Yeah, well, starting real soon, so I'll have something to do.
Won't be long. Man, we still got basketball.
Oh, I know. Can't get tickets to that anymore, though, since ASU's been good. You can't get in the building.
Well, enjoy watching them anyway. I'll holler at you this weekend, bro.
All right.
Bye, Cat Dog.
That leaves you, TK.
All right. My final thoughts. This has been, in my lifetime, the best season that the LSU Tigers have ever had. The best team, the best season, the most awards, the most awesomeness, the hottest quarterback. And we are going to win it all. We are going to win the whole damn thing. Because you know why? We coming. We are coming. So go Tigers, baby. And
go
I'm
Tigers.
out.
That's our girl, Tiger Cat. I'm pulling for LSU, not because I'm an SEC homer. Everybody knows I am not an SEC homer. For some reason, something's happened to me. I don't know what the hell has happened to me. I used to hate Ed Orgeron. Couldn't stand that son of a bitch. But for some reason, he's won me over the last couple of years. Mainly, I think, just because I love talking about him and love to hear him talk about his damn chicken on a stick. And I'm glad to see somebody unseat Alabama. I wish it had been us. Kind of getting tired of Clemson, So between LSU and Ohio State, whichever one of them two wins it, good for them. We'll see. Be interesting. We're just a few days away. 4:00 Saturday. It all gets started. We got some bowl games between now and then. But, of course, everybody knows the big, huge game of the century is January 2nd down in Jacksonville. The two college football powerhouses of all time, Tennessee versus Indiana. I hear Bobby Knight's going to be on the sidelines for that game. Actually, I didn't hear that. I just made that shit up. But I'll be back on here either maybe tomorrow or the next day. If not, for sure Saturday. If not Saturday, then by God, definitely Sunday. How about that? I'm not sure, Jerry. Probably not. I'll probably just watch it. Feltro, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get in the habit of either announcing it the day before I do a stream or putting a post up that day to let people know. I'm trying to get regular in a lot of different ways. you could say, "What's up, LT? Didn't see you in there. Merry Christmas to you," and the rest of the horns. Trying to figure out a time to get regular with this. And I know a lot of people don't like Uncle Lou for their own personal reasons, but stay tuned. I think we're going to get together on this morning show thing. I think it'll be something fun for him to do, something different. Somebody to have the microphone to share with and chop things up about things other than the football. And it's a win-win for me. I've known Uncle Lou for years on here. And so there you go. Y'all have a great rest of your night. And hope Santa was good to you. And if he wasn't, throw snowballs at his fat ass. Go Vols. Screw you, Indiana. Coming for that ass and kicking it too when we get there.